I'm Chris Duke, and today on Motors we're going to show you how to install auxiliary lights. Hey, welcome to Motors. Today we're going to be focusing on auxiliary lights for both on and off-road use. Now, as you know, there's many different ways to mount lights like these. You can mount them on the front or the rear, even on the top. Now, one of the two project vehicles we're going to be working on today is our Ford F-350, which already has a bumper on the front with mounting locations. Now, our F-150, well, there's just nowhere to put them, so we went to NFAB in Texas, and they make all sorts of light bars for various trucks and SUVs, such as this pre-runner right here. They make them for both front and rear of vehicles. But the one that we're going to be installing today is on our F-150 right here. This is for the front. It's got 4 mounting locations and comes from the factory powder coated in black, and you can also custom order other colors. Hella's Rally 4000 series lights are known around the world for their strength, durability, and light output. Variants of this lamp have been used in the Hella program for close to 20 years. They've been used around the world on rigs, race cars, Baja trucks, motorcycles, and even trains. But not everyone has an off-road vehicle for huge lights like that, so Hella took their same FF technology and put it into a smaller, lighter, and easier to mount square light called the Micro FF, which has a compact design with awesome output, not only looks great on a truck, but on a car as well. And finally, we have Hella's Rally 500 FF light, and you're probably used to seeing these lights just about everywhere for good reason. The 500 FF light has been Hella's #1 selling light in the US for over 20 years and has changed very little until recently, but more on that later. Now, the tools you're going to need from the Sears Blue Tool crew for an installation such as this include screwdrivers, a 6mm Allen wrench. You're going to need that for aiming those Hella 4000 lights, a ratchet, various sockets, combination wrenches, and for electrical, you're going to need wire strippers and crimpers, as well as a test light, some electrical tape, and you can use butt connectors or you can solder your wires, and finally, you're going to need a drill to secure down those relays. Mounting lights in your vehicle could actually be a fairly easy thing to do. It's hooking up all the wiring that could be kind of a pain. So here's an overview of how to do exactly that. Now, Hella provides a relay as well as a relay wiring harness that plugs right into the back. There's a red wire that goes to your battery, a blue wire, which in the case of this Hella kit, goes to ground. Now, the black wire provides power to your light, and on the back of the light, there's also another blue wire. That goes to ground. Now, going back to our relay, we've got one more wire, this yellow one, that goes to our switch. Now, on the back of our switch, there's 3 terminals. The yellow wire from our relay goes on the middle one. On the outer silver terminal, that connects up to the aqua wire, which goes to 12-volt constant or switched power. On the outer brass-colored terminal, that goes to our blue one, which goes to ground. Now, once you have everything hooked up, all you need to do is flip the switch, and you should have some light. Now, depending on the kit that you're installing, the color of the wires may be a little bit different, but everything is hooked up pretty much the same way. Hella was one of the innovators of the modern freeform or FF style reflectors commonly used in the market today. Being a supplier of lights to BMW, Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes, and many others, Hella often takes the same technology and uses it in their off-road lights. They use proprietary software called Helios to determine the best optics through computer simulation. There's a ton of engineering behind Hella's lights, and it shows every time you flip the switch. The 4000 FF Xenon light is Hella's flagship lamp, seen on more than half of the winning trophy trucks in the Baja 1000. Hella used their indestructible die-cast metal housing and put a newly designed FF reflector inside for blinding output. It uses a ballast that Hella produces for OE Xenon headlights, an OE quality Xenon capsule, and they wrap it all up with black powder coating along with Hella's patented red trim ring. This version of the light was sent to us as a pre-production unit with the ballast external to the light housing. In the production model, it's built right in. To aim the 4000 FF lights, just grab a 6mm Allen wrench and give it a turn. To mount Hella's Rally 4000 Xenon lamp on our Super Duty is pretty easy because this bumper's already got these great mounting locations. So we're going to use the supplied hardware to secure it down right there. And then we're going to use the supplied wiring and relay to wire up the rest of it. We're going to put the ballast as well as the relay inside the engine compartment and then run another wire in through the firewall for our dash mounted switch. We We mounted this rocker switch on our fuse panel cover, and now we got to wire it up. So we're going to take one of these and we're going to hook it up to our fuse panel to switch 12-volt power, wire another one up to ground, and we're going to take the third wire and we're going to fish it through our firewall so we can hook it up to our relay in the engine compartment. We found a good spot for our ballast on the driver's side, just below our air filter, and now we just need to hook it up to our relay, which is over on the passenger side. On our F-150's front light bar, we'll be installing 2 of Hella's micro FFs as well as 2 of their 500 FFs. The square micro FFs are available in a driving beam as well as a fog beam. It uses 55-watt H3 bulbs for great output while being SAE compliant for on-road use. Now the traditional 500 FS will be located on the outside of our light bar. People have always loved the size of this lamp, but it was in need of a fresh look. So Hella took all the same components that have been proven to be bulletproof over the years and put them inside of a brand new freeform reflector. This cosmetic change also gave the light a cleaner and brighter beam pattern. They still sell the traditional Rally 500, which is a proven classic. Like all Hella light kits, the Micro FFs and the 500 FFs come complete with the wiring, switch, bulbs, covers, and relay. Our NFAB light bar connects to our F-150's bumper frame right here using the supplied hardware, but there's something in the way. It's this little honeycomb grill. It's pretty easy to remove. You just grab hold of it and rip it out. Got one on this side, one on the other side, and right back here is this hole. That's where it's going to mount, right through there. Mount the light bar to the truck using the supplied 15/16 bolt, and you just want to hand tighten this for now, and once you've got a hand tighten, go back in and tighten it with a 15/16 socket. Now that we've got our NFAB light bar installed, it's time to mount our lights. We've decided to put our fog lights right here in the middle, just like that, and our driving lights on the outside. It just looks a lot more balanced that way. So now we're going to go ahead and mount them and wire them up. After securing all of our Hella lights to our NFAB light bar, we can go ahead and hook it up using the provided switch, wiring, and relays, just like we did on our Super Duty. Installing auxiliary lights on your vehicle is actually pretty easy to do, but you do need to take your time when it comes to the wiring. That part can get pretty tricky. Now, for more information on all of Hella's lights, just go to myhellalights.com. And for more information on NFAB's light bars, or any of the tools that we use from the Sears Blue Tool crew on our show, or to watch more episodes of Motors, just head on over to our website. We'll catch you next week on Motors. Welcome to Motors. Today we're going to be focusing on auxiliary lighting, and I forgot what I was going to say. I'm Ron Burgundy. So, blah-de-blah-de-blah. These big 4000 FF things are big and they're crafty, swirly. Okay. On the back has this thing. That's Zoot!